Well, hey, and welcome to your morning jumpstart. I just want to give a special welcome really quick to anyone who's new here. So if you've clicked on this video for the first time, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Shalisa, and I am so glad to have you here. If you're coming back, of course, I'm super pleased to have you as well. So thanks for coming back. Today, I want to talk about pruning. And this is something that I really feel like maybe now more than ever we need to be doing in our life. And if you haven't been doing this previously, now is the perfect time to begin that process of pruning. But before we get into everything, I wanted to touch on what pruning is because not everybody really knows. So to give you an example, let's say you have a flowering plant that is in your garden, okay? And you're watering it every day, and then you begin to see these beautiful blossoms, and it comes through its season, right? So you have these seasons where you have the flowering plant, and then those flowers or those buds begin to wither away. And so there's what they say is really whenever that's beginning to happen, you should pluck those flowers that have withered or, flowering buds, whatever, dead branches, dead leaves, all those things should be plucked off of your plant because the energy of that plant, right? It is being directed in all those areas. So whenever you're plucking away the dead things, the energy of that plant is able to go directly to what is living and not the areas that are dying, right? So with that said, I really feel like there are areas in our life that we need to begin identifying. What are the things in our daily life that are not working and what things are working, right? We need to be able to know what those things are. People, things, areas of life that maybe are draining, maybe are toxic, things that could potentially be a time suck, that are just draining your time away when you could be doing something productive with your life or something that maybe God has placed on your heart. So we need to be really taking a good look at what that daily life style is. And what are the areas that maybe aren't so important? The busyness of life, maybe we need to begin to adopt a slower pace and prune away the things that aren't adding value to our life. Because truly, you and I, okay, we are made to soar in this life. You've been given everything that you need to live your life in a way that really has impact. And you have a purpose over your life, right? And God wants to align you with that purpose. But again, there are some things that need to be pruned away, pruned out. The Bible even tells us that He does that job, that Jesus does that. He prunes the things that aren't adding value, right? He prunes those things away. So what are some things that are maybe taking emotional energy or taking your strength away? Occupying space that doesn't need to be there in all actuality. Can we take a moment to really look at everything that we do on a typical day and say that it all is necessary, that it all needs to be there? I realize that there are some things that we can't escape, right? But at the same time, what do you enjoy in your life? Who do you enjoy being around? Because we're not promised tomorrow. We're promised today, which means that we have to make the most of the present. So, what really lights you up? spend more time doing those things and being around those people. Continue to love and be there for other people as well. But I really feel like we need to be focusing some time and attention on the things that really matter in our life. And getting down to the nitty-gritty. Taking out the things that, again, they're not adding value at the end of the day, not to you and not to anyone else. Ask God to reveal things to you. Like what has He placed in your life that He's purposed for this time in this season? And what are the things that you need to begin to let go of? I feel like sometimes we just cling so hard to what we want, our desires, what we're expecting. And we might need to consider the fact that we gotta let some things go. That we're in a time where it's more, I feel honestly like it's more important than ever that we're being intentional with our time, intentional with our talents, what's been placed in our hands, the people that we're surrounded with, that God has put in our life. And again, asking God, who are the people that you want me to be influenced by? And who are the people that I need to begin to distance myself from? And again, that's not to say that we don't love and we don't pray for them and we don't hope and wish the best for them. But there are some relationships that maybe are draining the life out of you. I mean, have you ever gotten in a conversation with somebody and you just felt like you needed that deep sigh because it's just too much? The type of personality that I am, I definitely get that way because I feel people's energy. I feel the good and the bad, right? The negativity and the positivity, I can pick up on those things super easily. So when I'm around certain people, it can be draining. And then again, you're around those special people that really just get you and you just laugh with and you have fun with and you just enjoy conversations with. But I really do feel like it's time that we begin evaluating the important things. What are we here for? What does my day need to look like? And maybe absolutely starting out your day saying, what do you have for me? Lord, what do you want me to do today? How can I serve you? What can I do for you? And be attentive. Listen. Look for the opportunities. Because I promise you, and this has happened every time I've ever asked, He will give you the opportunity. He'll give you an opportunity to show up. And I know I've failed sometimes in doing what I knew I was supposed to do. But just begin asking Him for those opportunities to grow and to show you the areas where you can work on. So again, it's that pruning process. You're not going to be perfect every time, but you're going to recognize and realize the areas of your life that need to be pruned, that you need to focus a little bit more attention on. So that's really what I wanted to bring up with you today, is just to invite you to look at those areas of your life and ask God, what areas need to be pruned so that you can really thrive in your life, so that what you're supposed to be doing right now is what you are doing, and that you're in that perfect alignment and in that position where God wants you, so that you have the greatest impact, so that you have a life of fulfillment, which is exactly what He has destined you to be. And I feel like we're coming into a time where we need to be perfectly aligned so that we can walk into our destiny. There's going to be an explosion that's going to happen of just people living their life on purpose and with purpose. And I don't know about you, but I want to be one of those people. And it begins with this. So I want to invite you to evaluate and identify the areas and the things and the time suck and all those things. Just begin to look at your day and ask yourself, is everything that is on this necessary? And how can I improve? How can I make it better? Where can I be more intentional? Right? So that's my challenge for you today. And get your blue ink pen, get you a notepad, put it all together. Do it, okay? But that's what I had for you today. I want to invite you also to check out the description. I like to put a couple of things in there for you to check out, which one is my Rekindle Your Spark challenge. These are free things that I put together. Also, my Confidence Jumpstart. Those are helpful to really get you living your life on purpose and really rediscovering what you're here for and to move forward in confidence, right? So check those out. But that's what I had for you today. I will talk to you again in the next video. Chat soon.